Well, the impeachment trial is over, and as predicted, the president was acquitted. What was interesting, though, is that, of course, 7 Republicans voted to convict. And what I found the most interesting was Mitch McConnell's statement. After voting to acquit, he came back and said, obviously, this would not have happened had it not been for Donald Trump. And I think the important thing that a lot of people are either missing or don't want to acknowledge is that this whole incident wasn't just about the final speech on January 6th. It was about I guess you could argue, 5 years of priming people for the idea that elections in this country were not honest, especially if they resulted in a loss for Donald Trump or anybody that he supported. And this was backed up by this nebulous personality called QAnon, who would leave messages on a website called 8chan. Turns out to be a guy who had started this as a trolling operation for conservatives, but it just acquired a life of its own because there were so many posts and it was so entertaining that people began to believe in it. And what I was late to realize is that for them, it was absolutely true. They sincerely believed in it. Now, I don't know if Trump was sincere about it. I have a feeling that he's a little too savvy to be taken in by that, but he knows how to take other people. And the speech was just the final gathering point that launched this. So even though he was acquitted, I think it sobered up a lot of people to understand that at some point, when you're able to muster that many people to surround and occupy the Capitol, not just on any day, but on the day that the presidential election is about to be certified. Bad. I'm surprised at the number of people who sort of say, it really wasn't a coup, yet who condemn the looting that happened in cities over the summer, but seem to dismiss the idea that we almost have a presidential election thrown into turmoil, where if it had worked, we would not have had a president. And I'm not sure if that was even the kind of outcome that Trump supporters wanted, because in that case, Nancy Pelosi would have taken office. But it's over now, and I guess we have to find out what the new Republican Party looks like and whether the Democrats will press their advantage too far and alienate too many people to get things done. I suppose the bottom line is I feel better about the country today than I felt in the few hours after January 6th, when I could feel depression coming on. But now I see that the pandemic will soon be under control. I think cooler heads have prevailed in Washington, D.C. I see a stimulus package going out, and I see a huge economic recovery coming. The combination of those things, I think, will pull us out of the doldrums.